Il mio viaggio mi porta a discendere il Mississippi fino a New Orleans. Per quanti danni io possa fare, qui negli ultimi anni ne hanno viste di peggiori. 5 anni fa, l'uragano Katrina ha messo in ginocchio la città. Dopo la devastazione, molti hanno abbandonato l'area. Hanno resistito i pescatori, che si sono trovati a fronteggiare la criminale ondata di petrolio targata BP. Ora c'è da ricostruire le case e far risorgere un intero ecosistema. Forse i pescatori di ostriche della zona mi sapranno spiegare in quale ordine intendono fare le due cose.
My name is Don Robin. I'm a oyster fisherman and processor in South Louisiana, St. Bernard Parish. I am a fourth generation, and we're fixing to get our fifth generation into the business a little bit now. I mean, it's something you do when you're in a family business, is you build it for your family and to pass it on. The oyster business isn't doing well at all right now. The way I handle it personally is my faith. Because with my faith, I know that my provider is going to take care of me. He's going to be there, and I turn it over to the Lord. I mean, if I can't get through it with him, I can't get through it with nobody. And through that, I mean, that's how I get through it. Some of the worst things that we ever had to deal with was the Katrina hurricane, and then now we're dealing with the BP oil spill. So I know that we will recover from it, but it's just, can we survive the time that it takes to recover? Before the BP oil spill, we can go out and harvest probably 40 to maybe 80 100-pound sacks a day, where now, if you go out there and harvest, you might only catch maybe 20 sacks. We have like about a 50% ratio of dead oysters. Because you don't have a lot out there, you're gonna deplete it real fast. And that's the most important thing, is the depletion of your crops, and also the reproduction of our crops right now at this point. If we go out there and harvest what we have, our reproduction is not going to be there for this summer. We can control the natural disasters, but we can deal with the natural disasters pretty good. The spill, some people say that it was created. Do we know that it was? I don't know. The cause of it, so they say, was bad equipment. The bad equipment comes from not putting the money into the good equipment. Could have it been avoided? Possibly. I think the future for America is pretty bad unless people kind of get away from the greed and focus on morals.
Hi there.
Hi, how you doing?
How you doing? Really good. How about yourself?
Fine, thank you.
Domenico.
Don Robin.
Nice meeting you.
Pleasure.
Domenico, nice meeting you. How you doing, guys?
Doing good. We're getting ready to go out and harvest some oysters.
Yeah.
Would you like to come with us?
I would love that.
Good.
I'm actually traveling around the country, and I ended up in New Orleans, and I said to myself, I want to see, the Katrina area, and also what happened about the oil spill. And I know you guys, you make a living based on oysters.
Correct.
As you said. So, I said, I want to go and check with my own eyes what's going on. If the sea is it's clean, the ocean is clean, and how the business is going.
Right. Well, the business is going pretty slow right now because of the oil spill. Fortunately, after Katrina, we did regain our business. Naturally, you can see the ruins from the hurricane. This was our processing plant This is where we used to open the oysters and process them, prepare them for shipping. Katrina destroyed the whole building, and that's what's left since Katrina, and we haven't rebuilt it yet.
Wow.
And we were doing real well recovering from Katrina, but then the BP oil spill came in and just knocked us back out again. But we are fighters, and we'll make it again. I'll tell you about it when we're going out.
Okay, sure.
My name's Philip Fields. I'm an oyster fisherman in the state of Louisiana. I mean, it's all I ever done. I'm 40 years old. I've been doing this all my life. I'm a captain of the boat. I've been working for them for 20 years. I love my job. I love working for the people I work for. Katrina, you could survive it, but that's a totally different story. I mean, you never know when you're gonna go back to fishing oysters. It might be 3 years, it might be 10 years. And then if somebody gets sick off an oyster, then what's gonna happen, you know? It's really bad. America, well, we trillions of dollars in debt. We got up there, she ain't doing no good. He's been on a vacation ever since he's been in there. Every time you hear him, he's flying somewhere, going to move all our jobs over there to where he's from. What do you think about him? He ain't helped us since he's been in there. He promised a lot of things, but we ain't seen it. Promised to help us, and I believe he sold us out to BP. I really can't say nothing about it because I don't vote anyway, but oh well.
How does it work with oysters?
We're going farther out. We're going out in one of the little lakes close by, which is probably about 20 minutes away. As we're going out, you'll get to get some good shots of the area, and you can see what Katrina has done. This whole community, there was houses, trees all over the place, but since Katrina, we lost everything. There's not too many. I would have to say that maybe 5% of the homes made it.
I see.
All the rest of them were totally
Gone.
destroyed.
And then the oil spill came.
Then the oil spill came, another disaster, which we don't know how long it's going to take to recover. It's totally different than the Katrina. Katrina, we knew what we had to do to recover. The oil spill, we don't know what we have to do. We're dealing with a whole new animal. We don't know the environmental problems that we have. Naturally, when it comes to rebuilding homes, that's easy to do. But when you have to rebuild your beds and the environment and your livelihood, it's kind of hard to do. The problem that we're having now is we don't have no reproduction of small oysters, and that's our future. We do have live oysters on our beds, but if we go out there and harvest these oysters that's there now, then we won't have as many oysters to reproduce.
So you've been off work for 8-9 months now?
Correct.
So are you making a living now?
Well, we did work for BP. We had our vessels that was hired for the vessel.
You worked for them?
Yes, we worked on the cleanups.
Which you're supposed to kill them instead of helping them out.
Well, I have to say, and
in a way, but obviously.
no, I guess we're fortunate that it was BP because they have stuck their neck out to rebuild and to take care of the people. They paid us for the work when they hired our boats, and they also paid us for our lost profits.
Need to put that slicker suit on there so you won't get dirty.
Get
Wear
dirty.
that, keep it from getting wet.
Ah. Now, is there any chance that I can end up in the water today? Because I'm not a good swimmer.
Not unless you jump overboard.
Okay. Look like one of those real fishermen now.
Yes.
Now, what are we gonna do right now?
What we're gonna do now, we're gonna start harvesting. These rakes, they drag along the bottom. We pick the oysters up, then we sort them out.
What do you mean you would say sort them out?
Sort them out. What we do is we take the oysters that are marketable size and we keep them aboard the boat. The oysters that are not marketable size, we push them back in the water.
When do you think you would be back on track and do what you used to do? Like, how long will it take?
We are figuring that probably in the summer we're gonna go out and harvest, but it's not gonna be full force. It's just gonna be at a minimum to get them some supplies, some product in there, because we don't wanna harvest like we normally harvest and deplete our crops.
How many, like, what do you get, like thousands of pounds? How does it work? What's the amount of oysters, like weight, do you bring it back?
A boat like this might harvest around 40 sacks a day.
What's in weight? What's the
100
weight?
pounds.
100 pounds.
100-pound sack. When we're ready to, we'll take this drag, push it back, push it in the water. Phil, you want us to kind of push one over?
Yeah.
Just kind of, let's go ahead and push it over and we'll.
When you go to a market, right, and you buy it, that's a dead oyster.
No, that's a live oyster.
When you go to the market and you buy it, it's still alive.
Yes, sir. If it's dead, you don't want to fool with it.
Until you cut the eye out of it.
That's right.
I see.
We'll show. I'll get an oyster knife.
Got
and show-
all
The eye?
Back there, Don.
Oysters have eyes?
I brought one.
This one is still alive.
Yeah,
see?
that one's live.
Will attack?
Don't know which one. Now,
Smells so good.
see, that's the growth. Each one of these oysters, just about every single one, is going to have a clamshell on it.
So when you bring it to the market, they just clean it?
That's basically a clean oyster.
That's
right
what it is,
there.
right?
Right.
It
Now,
smells so good, though.
sometimes you might clean them, but
Wow, fresh oyster right there, big. Is that good?
I tell you what, I'd have to say it's excellent.
A big one, huh?
Nice, nice, nice.
Just sack it?
Just suck it off the shell.
I know you're doing. That's fresh.
Isn't it?
It's really good.
It's a good taste, huh?
Yeah. When you go to the market, how much do they sell the oysters for?
In today's market, the price of the oysters are very high. A boat price, when this boat will get to the dock, These oysters will sell for around $40, maybe a little more than that for a 100-pound sack. Now, when he gives it to the consumer, naturally the consumer is going to probably pay $60 or more for that sack of oysters.
Don't they sell it by the dozen?
They also sell by the dozens. When you get to the to most of the half-shell bars, they'll sell them by the dozen. That's good marketable size, so you just throw them in here.
What do you need this for? If I come by like a bunch of them?
Yeah, when they're bunchy, or you see like these mussels here?
Yeah.
This mussel? You want to knock that off. Be very careful that you don't hit your hand. That is, that's what we're trying to do.
Right there.
And what you normally do, I mean, when we have a deckhand that'll beat them like you were doing, he's gonna go to the house.
See, if it was about me, this place wouldn't make any money because I'm so slow, I guess.
Well, it takes a while.
Experience?
Experience, yes. I mean, I'm not the best, but I've been doing it for quite a long time.
Don sa che la propria vita è legata alla vita sottomarina e userà tutta la sua esperienza per far rinascere i fondali.